Moving forward, our company will be purchasing more affordable precision gear pumps from overseas. Therefore, we will no longer be signing the $100,000 contract with your company. Understood. We will no longer deliver our products. Are you sure about this?
Trouble Busters!
What? Why? My name is Helen. I own a manufacturing company. I was called over at my business partner's office while she gave me a shocking news as I got here. Moving forward, our company will be purchasing more affordable precision gear pumps from overseas. This is very sudden. We can't. Therefore, we will no longer be signing the $100,000 contract with your company. That's all we wanted to tell you. Now, please leave. We can perhaps negotiate our pricing. Oh, I'm sure you have your limits. Either way, it's impossible for you to provide us with pricing that would be lower than the overseas product that we're moving forward with. Here, take a look at the pricing they provided us. Isn't this too cheap to be true? Your products are way too expensive, that's all. Our pricing is normal. If you try to cut down your costs like this, you're going to end up with poor quality products. I knew you would say that. Huh? A ripoff company like yours would always talk about quality, but I'm sure these things won't really make a difference. That's not true. What is your CEO saying about this? I'm currently in charge of all domestic business since I'm the COO. You should consider my decision as what the CEO would decide on. I'm not like my husband. You can't fool me by talking about the quality. Fool you? Our CEO thinks that purchasing expensive products will always give us high-quality products. He's just neglecting to think at all. Imagine if we ever have a precision gear pump festival. He'll never be able to tell the difference between the products. I don't think so. You know I'm right. Why don't you lower your price if you want to argue with me so much? We understand that it's important for you to stay cost efficient. Lowering your costs might help you generate higher profits in the moment, but may not necessarily benefit your company in the longer run. What's wrong with prioritizing cost efficiency? I agree that we need to maintain the bottom line specs, but at the end of the day, consumers care about the cost more than anything. When we use your product, we'd only start making profits after selling 100 of our products. But with the products that the other company provides, we'd start making profits after selling just 50 of our products. We'd be spending $100K to purchase a batch from you, while we would only spend $50K to purchase products of a similar nature. Even a kindergarten child would know which would be the better choice. I wonder if you could speak of the value of your spending based on the dollar amount? Oh, are you going to tell me about vague things like quality, integrity, and love? Sounds like what you would say. I know you're a romanticist. Our company has been continuing business with you for 15 years, and you can't put a price on that. Is that what you're asking? Yep, I can definitely put a price on that. This world is all about money. Money, money, money. People live to make money. People spend their time and life making money. Who wouldn't care about money? What kind of business owner wouldn't care about money? Okay, Madeline, it sounds like you've made up a hard decision. I don't have any argument. I'm sorry for making you waste your time to even try and convince me. On my end, I need to immediately work on figuring out what to do with this $100K loss that our company is taking. Of course you would. Good luck with that. I'd have no choice but to look for another business partner when that happens, and you'll be fine with that, right? Why are you asking that question? We will no longer deliver our products. Are you sure about this? Of course, we'll be completely fine. Understood. You think we'll never find another company as great as you, huh? This is why I hate you so much. You're always acting as if you're doing the right thing. I never intended to present myself that way, but I'm sorry if I ever made you feel that way. Make sure you sign the agreement to discontinue our business. I can't hear you. Understood. Please kindly make sure that you sign the paperwork that we will be providing you as well. Sure. Bye now. Look at her running away all pathetically. Bye now. I never knew she hated me so much. And this was how our 15 years of long business relationship had ended. Hey, Helen, about the precision gear pump that we ordered from you the other day. Since it's only been a month, you still have some left, right? We sold them all already. What? Why? After your company discontinued business with us, we were fortunate to find a new business partner right away. What? That was fast. You shouldn't have underestimated our company's technology and reputation. We're grateful that we've been able to continue our business in this industry. But you never told me any of this. Are you the type of person who would tell your ex-boyfriend that you now have a new boyfriend? You wouldn't, right? That's what I'm saying. Why don't you ever think that we might change our mind that we would want to continue being with you? But you're the one who wanted to end this relationship. What makes you think that we would want to be considerate for you after you've betrayed us? Shut up. I just need you to make $100K worth of precision gear pump as soon as possible. I kindly reject. What? Why? We can't afford to sign a contract with you knowing that we never know when you would just end business with us out of nowhere. We can't afford to take another risk of potentially losing $100K. You're kidding. You manufactured those pumps because I ordered it. But you canceled the purchase, and it doesn't belong to you at that point. I'm going to be calling the security if you're going to keep bothering me like this. Fine, I'll leave, but I'm going to make sure you regret this. Thank you for calling.
No need to thank me for calling. I need to know when you're gonna deliver your products.
I'm terribly sorry about that, sir. I appreciate your patience at this moment.
If your delivery ends up late, we're gonna make sure you pay us a penalty.
I understand. That bastard, who does he think he's talking to, huh? Hello, it's me. I need you to start the manufacturing process as soon as possible.
Are you sure? Does this mean that you want us to use our current inventory from overseas?
How else are we supposed to start?
That's impossible! Wasn't this why you decided to go apologize at Helen's company?
The negotiation failed. That witch declined our deal. Why do I have to be placed in such trouble? Even if that product was from overseas, at least some professionals manufactured them. It might not be as great as what Helen made, but there is a chance that it might be better than hers, too.
What is going on, Helen?
Huh? What?
Don't act like you don't know this. I'm talking about your precision gear pump.
What about our precision gear pump?
The gear pumps that we ordered from you 2 months ago are of extremely low quality, and our business partners who used our products are now filing multiple complaints about this.
What?
We've been conducting business with your company for such a long time, I can't believe you've done this to us.
Sir, please calm down for a second.
Calm down? How? We just lost $1.5 billion.
Oh my God, 1.5 billion?
Of course we're not going to make your company completely liable for this loss, but we need you to be liable for some portion of it.
What do you mean by that? It's just as the contract states. Should there be an accident due to the quality of the precision gear pump, your company becomes liable for half of the loss that our company becomes liable for.
And that's still gonna leave us with a $750 million loss. We might even consider terminating our business with your company.
Sir, hold on. What are you talking about? How dare she cause even more trouble like this? I need to make sure Harold understands what exactly happened. I'm not letting her get away with this. Troublebusters! Your company was the one who terminated business with us.
What? What are you talking about?
We never terminated business with you. Don't you dare say random things like that. Right back at you. Why don't we talk about this in my office? I could show you some evidence. As you can see, this is the termination agreement that your company has provided that we signed for.
Oh my God, it's true!
Oh God, I was hoping she didn't have that copy anymore. If only she wrote along with this, I wouldn't have minded signing a new contract with her again.
Madeline, I need you to explain this to me.
Huh? Well,
this agreement was created by our company.
I don't know anything about this. But look at this. It's real. It's not real. This must be fake. It's not fake. You, out of all people, would know that this is real. I'm sure you forged this document. If you're going to keep doing this, I'm going to have to do what I have to do. Whatever. You think that you can get away with this, huh?
But Madeline, this looks real.
People would come up with lies when they think they're in trouble. It's $750 million that we're talking about. I know she'd do anything to get away with this.
Huh.
You shouldn't let your wife fool you like this, Mr. Harold. No, you should realize that you've committed a crime the moment you forged that document. I never did anything like that. You can say whatever you want.
Just quit it, Madeline.
But we can't let her get away.
Ms. Helen, this is what she's saying. She doesn't remember discontinuing our contract.
What?
And I also see where you're coming from, but I also can't just assume that my wife is lying without any evidence.
But then, if that's what you're saying...
That's right, we'd have to take this to court.
Are you sure, though? You're going to lose this case for sure.
If that's what's going to happen, I'm only going to do whatever I can do to win.
Oh, Mr. Harold.
I mean, are you sure about this?
I don't mind if that's the route you'd like to take.
Neither of us is gonna win anything out of this trial. Are you sure about this?
What do you mean by that?
The trial is gonna end up being a wild battle. Things are gonna get messy. It's not just that my company won't survive it safely, but not yours either.
Are you trying to threaten me?
You've been a great business partner for 15 years, and that's why I'm trying to give you a friendly warning before this goes anywhere.
If the trial gets extended, it's going to cost more and more, like a snowball going downhill.
And you would have no choice but to attend the trials.
Ugh. What are you going to do if that happens? I know this company is not going to be running on its own without your presence.
And that's the weak point about small businesses like yours. Just think about how much your business is going to be affected if you had to spend so much time away from the factory while you're attending the trials.
Right? I wonder if you're still so sure about this now. How dare they take advantage of my situation like this? A small business owner like you has no chance to win a battle against large business owners like us. The more we're willing to spend time on this, the more damage we can cause you. I wonder how much longer you're going to be able to afford spending time on this. Don't worry, Helen. We're not saying that everything is your fault.
That's right. We're business partners.
What do I do? It's not like I have any concrete evidence that can keep me away from having them take this to trial. I know that I could prove myself right if I only had the time, but I have no time for this.
I'm sure $750 million is not something you can afford easily. We're willing to take a billion-dollar loss, and we'll increase our orders while we'll pay a higher unit price for you, so please take this deal. This is the very best negotiation that we can provide at this time.
We want to continue a long-lasting business with you again, so please. I can't take this. Not only did she terminate the contract without much notice for us, but she's trying to make me take some of the loss that they ended up with because of the termination.
Now let's go ahead and renew our contract. We should support each other's company during a time like this.
What would you have done in this case as the former CEO, Dad? Dad, why are you walking around with those blank contracts?
Oh, I just wanted to do some touch-ups.
Touch-ups? Well then, please let me think about this.
Sure, I respect how you feel about this.
What? But we have no time!
Psst. You can think about it for the rest of the day. We just need an answer by tomorrow.
Okay, I agree. Sounds like a plan. Hello, I need Mr. Cobweb here as soon as possible. I also need Mia from the Trubus Police Department too.
Hurry up and find it. We don't have much time.
I mean, everything is happening so fast.
It's only been 2 months since you terminated the contract with Tir Lama. Why can't you find it?
I was going to organize my desk a little later.
I told you to always keep your desk organized.
Here, I found it.
Great! Now destroy it. Put it in the shredder.
We're coming in. Hi there. I'm here to confirm the copy of the termination agreement that my company had provided to you.
Termination agreement? What are you talking about?
Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. We never terminated anything. Besides, you can't be walking into our office without even making an appointment. No need to be considerate to scammers. Scammers? What are you talking about?
And who are you guys?
My name is Mia. I'm from the Trubus Police Department. Miss Helen has filed a police report regarding fraud. I need the two of you to come with me. What? You filed a police report against us? Yep.
The two of you have terminated the contract with Ms. Helen's company while you walked into her company to tell her that you never did. You accused her of forging the termination agreement that you've provided, and you threatened her that you would be filing a lawsuit against her regarding this.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
He said, she said, when there are disagreements such as where one is being accused of forgery, it ultimately takes a lawsuit to get to the bottom of these things.
And that wasn't our best interest. And that's why we offered Helen that we're willing to settle this dispute without taking it to court. That's great, if only it was the truth.
However, if it wasn't the truth, you're demanding $500 million from a company who had nothing to do with the damages that your company is liable for.
And that's only with concrete evidence that no one could ever argue, right?
Oh boy, you really think you're gonna get away with this, don't you? Helen's company had always been our business partner ever since the former CEO had established the company. Why would we ever discontinue business with her?
What are those papers that you have in your hand right there?
That's.
Oh no, the evidence! What evidence? I just shredded some trash. Oh no, is it too late now? That was the only evidence that I would have had to get to the bottom of this. Do you really think you destroyed the evidence?
We just really shredded some random trash.
Oh, okay. So even if we regenerate the paper that you just shredded, you won't have a problem. Or would you?
What?
Regenerate? How many criminals do you think have ever shredded important documents just to destroy the evidence? Anyways, I don't really care about what you would guess.
Wait, hold on. Are you sure you could really regenerate?
You're trying to take $500 million from a person who might be innocent. Of course it's worth regenerating what's inside your shredder as we speak. I'm sure you remember the termination agreement that you've signed for. There's no such thing. You're just making it up. We don't need to hear any excuses or arguments. We'll just do our investigation and find out the truth. No, you can't do this. There's nothing inside the shredder. Starting regeneration of the shredded document? Stop this! Aha, there it is. This is the termination agreement that Helen's company had given you upon ending the contract.
You've chosen to shred this document to deceive us because you had reasons why you couldn't let this document for us to view, correct?
I don't need to answer your question. And we don't need to keep wasting our time on your nonsense. Helen, would you kindly present the evidence to completely purge these criminals from this society? Thank you, Mia. Now let me explain this termination agreement. I never signed anything like that. And you're lying again. It's the small hole right here on the corner of this paper. It's a trick that my father used to do to make sure that something like this doesn't happen. Every contract and agreement that my company issues has a small hole on this upper corner in a precise manner. This hole proves that this document was issued by our company. Oh my God! Therefore, the document that the two of you had just destroyed was issued by Helen's company. This means that you have discontinued business with her company as you signed for on this paper.
And you tried to hide this fact by destroying this paperwork, while you threatened Ms. Helen that you would take this to court unless she would agree to take some of the burden that your company is liable for.
I hope you criminals are ready to face your consequences. There were so many moments during this incident that I wondered if I'm going to have to take this hit as is, when it wasn't my fault. But I was finally able to turn this game around thanks to my father's wisdom. Harold and Madeline ended up in huge trouble as they couldn't get away with what they thought they could. Not only are they left with $1.5 billion debt for using low-quality precision gear pumps from another company, but they've been sentenced to 6 years of imprisonment. Their company had to go bankrupt. They used everything they had in their savings account to somehow manage to pay back all the debt they had, but they were left with nothing at all. The one thing that they were left with was the fact that they now hate each other, even at the court. They were still looking for ways to blame each other in public. Their business partners and their parents, who were sitting in the audience seats, were shocked by their manners. Even after they served their time in prison, I don't think they're going to come back on track as they were before this incident. As for me, I feel like I've learned a lot after this incident. While I feel a bit more confident as the CEO of this company, I'm not as great of a CEO as my father used to be. But it's my goal to surpass him in the future. Trouble Busters!